Good evening. Today is Tuesday, the 18th of August, 2026, and the time now is 8 minutes past 5 p.m. in the evening. My name is Honest John, the son of John O'Sullivan, or Roughneck, or the son of Jack Dempsey. Now, I'm not the actual son of Jack Dempsey, it is just a name. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to be creative with the little resource I have. So, the son of Jack Dempsey. Now, I worship Jack Dempsey, the real Jack Dempsey. I worship him. He's a legend, and so there you go. So the son of Jack Dempsey, and I am a boxer, prize fighter, pugilist. So we're now in 2026. Just give me a minute to bring up the calculator. Give me 1 or 2 minutes. I think give me 2 minutes to bring up the calculator. So now in 2026, I think could have been up to 20 years ago. So 2006. I was walking. I'm in Hounslow, which is in Greater London, England. England is in the United Kingdom, and I'm not far from Heathrow Airport. Heathrow Airport. So in Europe have heard. Most people have heard of Heathrow Airport. So anyway, so in 2006, I was walking along the pavement, along the walkway, and I saw a white bit of paper. I speak slowly because my grandmother, who's passed away now, she's dead now. May she rest in peace. But she used to say, because my mother's Saint Lucian, you know, that we talk fast. You know what I mean? But she's dead now. My grandmother, she's gone. So she's gone, gone to heaven. So anyway, I saw a white bit of paper on the floor, and I thought in my mind, do not step on the white bit of paper. Do not step on it. Now I'm thinking, now hold on a minute. Now hold on. What is going on there? Because when I was a boy, I'm a man now, but when I was a boy, when I was at primary school, I had the most friends. I had the most friends. Not now, but now I'm more reserved. I'm more getting older, and they say that the older people get, they get into their ways and habits, and they're more not that they're not social, but they're more they haven't got time for all that that kind of thing. May have a small circle of friends. They get them paper in the morning. They go church Sunday, and they might get 1 or 2 phone calls a day, or one email a day, it's very much more quieter, more laid back as they get older. That's not a rule. That's not a law. That's not a law from God in Jehovah. No, it's not. But I'm saying that tends to some people think that's what happens as people get older. I'm 56. I'll be 57 in 2 months. So anyway, so I saw the paper on the floor, white paper. I said to myself, don't step on it. Now, when I said don't step on it, it was a subliminal. It was a thought in my mind. A voice in my mind said to me, don't step on the paper. Now I'm thinking now, when I say a voice in my mind, I'm being silly. It's not a voice in my mind. My mind, my thoughts telling me don't step in it. The intelligent thought, don't step in that paper. Now I'm thinking, what's going on there? Because let me pause a few seconds now. When I see you, I'm not concerned by your color or your exterior. This is just the skin cut. This is just covering the flesh, and inside the body is the spirit. The spirit is like the jewel of what we are. The spirit is what lives on. The rest goes back into the earth. It's used by the earth. It's recycled. But the spirit goes to God. And so I don't really focus. Although I have eyes to see. You can see I've got eyes. I can see. But for me, it's your character, your personality, the things you say, your interests, your thoughts, your experiences, your love and your hates, your wants and your desires, your ambition, your progressive thoughts. That's what really interests me. Not like you say, honest John, my skin, we're both Afro Caribbean, but mine's slightly lighter, dude. I've got freckles. I listen because people have said that to me growing up, but I don't. I'm not really that. I'm not interested in that. It's not really that had no relevance on the reality. You're just dealing with cosmetic aesthetics, the cosmetics of the thing. You're going on something that there's nothing there really. It's the heart, it's the mind, it's the soul, the spirit of the thing. That's just my view. You may disagree. You may think it is that she's saying it's lighter and that she got freckles. You might think there's a lot in there. Maybe if for people that think there is, but if that's for you, good luck. I don't have that. I don't believe that. No. So why not step on the white bit of paper now? I had many white friends growing up. I did, yeah, many white friends. I had many white friends, and when I was at school, a lot of the teachers were white. A lot of the teachers were white at my school. I think there was one Asian teacher, Mr. Bartle. Mr. Bartle was Asian. He was Indian. Mr. Bartle. All the rest of the teachers were white people. So I was surrounded by white people. So when I went home, when I left school, I went home. I walked home with white boys. They would walk back home and went back to the house now, back to the flat now. So I went there. My mum was there. My dad come back from work. And I mean, so I grew up in the area. There was white people upstairs. I was in a council block. There was white people upstairs um, on the top floor, on the third floor. White people. That's good. I had to go talk to them, ask them this and that and that. They were there now, and so I haven't got a color phobia, color complex, something with the color. So I thought, why am I not want to put the white? So it just goes to show really that some people can, from brainwashing, from psychological warfare, to get in your mind to say that their color is superior. You can never do that to me. I have told myself that in my life, in my bullshit shit life, I haven't got much of life left. But in my life, that color thing's irrelevant because I've learned. I've learned. Listen carefully. I've learned it's not the color. I'll give you an analogy. I'll give you a scenario. It's the last thing I'm going to say. I could be homeless. Not that I am. I could be homeless and go. I could go. I could end up outside a train station, a tube station, whatever it is, and I could have a cup or whatever it is, or I could be homeless. It doesn't matter. Whoever the person does it, you can't say it's going to be a Jamaican man. You can't say it's going to be a Jamaican man. No, it might be Jamaican man. A Jamaican man might walk straight past. But then you'll sit there, or I will sit there and say, well, he's Jamaican. My father's Jamaican. Why didn't he stop? He ain't going to stop. He's not concerned by that. He doesn't want to engage with that. He didn't come out of his fucking yard to talk about have you got a roof over your head and how do you end up homeless. He doesn't. He's not concerned. He's got bigger fish to fry. He's got an agenda for the day. He's not social services. He's got things to fucking do. You understand that? So I will say yes, still, but he could have asked me, are you hungry? I could buy you a can of coke, or I could buy you about that's that. But he's thinking, look, I've got things to do. Then later on, half an hour later, an English woman, a white woman might say, "Oh, yeah," not that they would, but just that's what I'm saying. So, what I said there's a scenario. I'm not talking about the real world. I was trying to give you an example of how human nature is. A scenario. Fucking hell, because these dodos, they love me, they follow me, they think that means they're the same. I'm not like you. So that's a scenario. I tried to create a situation where I could get this wisdom across. Say, like a homeless person. Anyway, so I can step on whatever the fuck the colour is. But I'm walking down the street and I see purple and I have to walk across, I'm stepping on it. There's no disrespect because it's there. I'm on a walkway, I'm on the pavement, walking. I have to get from A to B. A to B, I'm moving along. So if it's there, I'm stepping on it. You know? And if it's a green paper, I'm stepping on a green paper. If it's an orange paper, I'm stepping on the fucking. If it's a yellow fucking paper, and if it's a white paper, I'm stepping. I don't give a fucking shit. Thank you very much.